What is it that makes silver such a compelling investment opportunity? Let's take a close look at the growing factors lining up to drive the compelling case for silver. To many economists who study the silver market, it's not surprising that silver is starting to surge, as the fundamentals of supply and demand are at the heart of any rapidly appreciating commodity. In the case of silver, as more and more industrial applications have been discovered, silver mining has been insufficient to meet yearly demand for 16 straight years. This fact alone bears close scrutiny, as this silver production deficit is unprecedented in history.
There's been more demand for silver than there has been new supply from the mines for 20 years. The government has been filling that gap. Metal's running out. Demand's not going to go down because it's needed for so many things.
Supply and demand of any commodity have to equal. They do. And we've had a deficit in silver for 16 consecutive years from 1990 to 2005. And the way that that deficit that I'll define for you has been met is through above ground supplies. And the deficit simply means that the amount of silver that is mined from all mining activity has not met that annual demand. So not to belabor the point, to make it very clear, in 1990 X amount of silver was mined, but amount X plus an amount was needed. And that happened every year for 16 straight years, that the amount mined did not match the amount demanded by the marketplace. The supply and demand did equal because the above ground stockpile has been eaten away again and again and again. So now again the supply side is not meeting the demand, so the squeeze in the silver price has started to take effect already, and I believe it will accelerate in the future.
You've had a period of probably the best part of 20 years of a rundown in silver stocks. Silver bullion stocks now are at significantly lower levels than they were 10, 20 years ago, and that means that it's a situation where if you start to see fresh demand for bullion, fresh investment demand coming from institutional or private investors, that is putting pressure on that stock and leading to a significant increase in silver prices.
That is the appeal of silver. It's just the potential of it going through the roof. There's an argument to be made that silver will sell at a premium to gold. Why? Because gold is produced, but it's not consumed. All the gold that's ever been mined is basically still around somewhere. Silver has been consumed. It's lost, gone forever. There are no stockpiles of silver anywhere left in the world that anyone can actually put a finger on. That is the unique opportunity of silver. It is a great opportunity for anybody that wants to make a hell of a lot of money in the coming years, as far as I'm concerned.
The demand is going to clearly outrun the mine supply, and with the above ground inventories depleted, the thing that the arbiter in the whole case is going to be the price. I mean, the price can only go one way when it's going to be up. And I mean, depending on your thoughts on this, it depends on how high it's going to go. It's just not a matter. The only question is how high it's going to go. The fact is it's going up.
For the last decade, we've actually utilized more silver than has been taken out of the ground. And what's happened is there was an overhanging surplus that has existed from the 1980s. Now, most of that surplus has been taken out of the market. Now, in order to offset the deficit, silver has to be drawn in from investors. And in order to get investors to sell their silver into the market, price has to appreciate. So we're in an environment right now where demand is exceeding supply and the overhanging surplus has been eliminated. It's the perfect environment for a market to appreciate.